Constance Marten and Mark Gordon, who were convicted of gross negligence manslaughter over the death of their newborn daughter, have each been jailed for 14 years. The couple's baby Victoria was found dead in a shopping bag in Brighton in 2023, after the couple spent nearly 2 months on the run. The judge sentencing them said neither had shown any genuine remorse. Daniel Sanford reports.
These were the last pictures of baby Victoria, fragile and just a couple of weeks old, filmed just before her parents took her camping on the South Downs in the middle of winter. Today, Constance Marten and Mark Gordon were sentenced to 14 years in prison for gross negligence manslaughter. The judge ruled that baby Victoria, who was never seen wearing a hat or a coat, had died of hypothermia.
To most right-thinking people, their children are the most precious beings, to be nurtured and cared for, to be kept warm, to be fed, even at the expense of parents' own comfort, and above all, to be loved. What you did towards baby Victoria, despite all you claim to have done, can only be described as neglect of the gravest and most serious type that led ultimately to her death by your gross negligence.
Put the stick down. Drop it now.
Mark Gordon and Constance Marten were arrested in February 2023 after more than 7 weeks on the run. They were repeatedly asked the whereabouts of their newborn baby.
Where's the child, madam?
Where is the child, please?
Daddy there.
But they refused to say. 2 days later, police found Victoria's body in a shopping bag on a Brighton allotment. They'd first gone into hiding because the family court had removed their previous 4 children. But when their car caught fire and police found a baby's placenta, the existence of a 5th child became clear. That's what drove them to flee with no belongings onto the South Downs. Constance Marten's grandmother was an aristocrat, so well connected that George VI attended her wedding. Constance Marten's father was a page boy to the Queen. Mark Gordon was born in Birmingham, but was convicted in Florida of raping his next-door neighbour when he was just 14. He was deported back to Britain after serving 20 years in prison.
Lord Jesus!
Aged 18, Constance Marten went to Nigeria to a church run by TB Joshua, a man described as violent and abusive. Angie shared a dormitory with Constance Marten.
It was a place of torture and psychological abuse, physical abuse, spiritual abuse. It's no wonder that she just ended up distrusting normal institutions.
Mark Gordon and Constance Marten, both now damaged people, met in a shop in East London in 2016. It was the start of a 7-year relationship that led to 4 children being taken into care and a 5th dying on the South Downs, and a 14-year sentence for each of them. Daniel Sanford, BBC News at the Old Bailey.